is Mchelle, guys, with another Let's Connect session with somebody amazing. I want to thank you for tuning in today. And if you have not already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that anytime we have a new video coming out, you will be the first to know. And also hit that bell so that anytime so you get the head start of everybody else when those new messages come out. Well, as always, I get the opportunity, the privilege of interviewing some of the nation's greatest people and authors. And today is no different than any other day. I am talking to Miss Nia Taylor of Streaks of Soul Hair Restoration and the author, national best-selling author, included as a part of the Seeds of Hope book collaboration. Nia, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, Mchelle. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Nia, I know, and I get the chance to introduce to a lot of people and present to others, but for those who may not know you yet, they're tuning in, so they may not know you yet. Why don't you share with us, just introduce yourself, tell a little bit about you, give a little bit about your background so that everybody knows a little bit more about Miss Nia.
All right. Well, as Mchelle said, my name is Nia Taylor, and I am a trichologist. First, before I became a trichologist, I am a stylist of over 20 plus years in the beauty industry. I operate in Lee Summit. The name of my business is Streaks of Gold Hair Restoration. So I restore hair. I try to deal with people dealing with hair loss. And I am located inside of a salon, main statement, but I have a suite back there, and I service people that suffer from hair loss. And I am a certified trichologist. I do a lot of things to help restore the beauty of people. So
yeah, basically, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. And so, Nia, you are here with me today because you are one of these amazing authors that has joined in and teamed up with Richenda Pickens. So, what's your connection with Richenda Pickens and this whole Seeds of Hope project? How did you get involved?
Well, basically, mine came last minute, and I was just honored because, first of all, I know Richenda, I'm responsible for her beautiful and trendy hair color and her cut. And she's also my life coach. I get a lot of advice and guidance from her. She helps me get my chaotic life in order because I'm all over the place trying to do this and that. And so she just helps me to bring it all together, And so it was a pleasure knowing her. And like I said, I service her beauty, her hair. And it came about, I was actually servicing her one day, and she asked me about coming on board. And she told me she always prays about who to ask, And so that's all I needed to hear, is that God said, ask Nia. And I was just like, oh my God, really? And so she said, yeah, she's led on who to ask. So I was honored. I felt, it was a privilege. And so with God involved, if he said Nia, then I'm going to say yes. And so that's how I came on board to become one of the authors. And so it went really smooth. It was smooth. Like I said, I was last minute, so everything went very quickly for me. But when God's involved, time is nothing. So
that's awesome. Well, you know what? Yeah. I was as I have been talking to several of you guys, of course, as a publisher, you always want to know what was the experience like. And so this is the first time that you have authored a book, right? Is this your first time?
Yes, it's my first.
Listen, I was like, all of the stories in there are amazing. And then you guys as a team, y'all have the strategy, you know what to do. And you guys, so your first time out, national bestseller. How did that experience feel?
I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. You know, I sit back and I think, and I'm just like, woo, I get to add that now to my list of accomplishments, you know, so that's just amazing to me. I'm just thinking about it, trying to process it. And I just think it's just amazing, you know, and I'm just like, you know what, the sky's the limit. When God's involved, the sky's the limit, you know?
It is. That is so the truth. I believe in purpose. I believe in when God says it and you do it, he puts his super upon our natural and he makes things happen that we would not have been able to do on our own or even thought of. But his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. His ways are higher than our ways. And when we go with him, a good man's steps are ordered by the Lord. So when we go with him, we in good shape.
That's right.
So tell me this, because I have had the chance to take this book. There it is. There it is. Anyway, I have had the chance to read it and just like suck it all in. And I really love your story because there's so much now. We want to make sure that everybody gets their copy of the book, so we can't tell them everything about your story. But Nia, give them a little bit about your story that's part of this book, The Seeds of Hope. What was your seed of hope?
Okay, so my seed of hope, basically, my chapter is titled The Bloodline, and basically, mine's is an inspirational piece. You know, it's inspiring to people. And so the bloodline is basically the industry that I'm in, which is the beauty industry. I'm gonna start with my great grandmother, which is my grandmother's mom. She was a beautician, and then my grandmother, of course, was a beautician, and then she paired up and married my grandfather, who was a barber. You know, so it was just in my blood, and I don't think that I could have gotten around it if I wanted to, you know. So it's just in my bloodline, you know, and so basically that's where my story comes from, because it's embedded in me, and so it's just pretty much my journey, because you know it wasn't easy, and but when it's in your bloodline and when it's your destiny and when you called and when you know your place in the industry, when you come to find out exactly what it is you called to do and you stay in line with that, you know, everything else is just, like I said, the sky's the limit with everything else that happens. So.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Not giving away a whole lot, but it's very inspiring for someone that, you know, when you have a purpose or whenever you have an idea, you know, at a young age or whenever it hits you and when it's prominent, you know, and you know without a doubt this is what you love to do, when it feels like it's not work, but you just don't know how to do it, you know, as far as bringing it to pass, you know, and becoming, you know, wealthy in it and all of that. You just don't know your way. But when you ordain, you know, it's all going to come together. So that's what my story is about, all the ups and downs and the struggles and things that I went through, just trying to find my way through the industry until I got to my place. So hopefully that seed of hope will help someone else that struggles in the industry or in any profession or in any area of their life. You know, it'll just be inspiring for them to just keep pushing, you know.
Keep pushing. I love it. You know, I love that scripture that says all things work together to good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And you said it. Hey, if it's in the bloodline, this is supposed to happen, but we don't get to dictate all the time the way that it'll happen. And so, but when we take it on, we know that we have that destiny and that purpose. You know, God works it out for us, and you do have to keep pushing. So I really enjoyed your chapter. I know that everybody else who gets it, remember this is of Hope book collaboration. Nia Taylor, who is a trichologist, and she helps individuals with hair restoration. So if you need to get with Nia, I want to make sure that I put this. The website is underneath, but is streaksofgoldhairrestoration.org. Make sure that you check this young lady out. You can find her out there on IG. If you are Instagram lover, she's there under Streaks of Gold. You can also reach her on Facebook and look for her name, Nia Taylor. This is a wonderful and amazing young lady here servicing people all across the state. Nia, now tell us this. When you think about, I always ask people, what is it that you want people to get out of this piece? And you said it's an inspirational piece.
Mm-hmm.
You think about when they pick it up, if there was if something that you're inspiring them, what is it that you want them to get out of it? Pick it up so that you can get this. What is that?
Don't stop and don't quit. Don't ever stop. Even when it gets rocky or when it seems like, oh my God, this isn't going to happen, or, you come across a hard place, just don't stop. Don't stop there. Keep pushing. I don't care how hard it gets. And I don't care what it's looking like, because that's when when it starts looking rocky, that's when okay, yeah, I'm called to do this. So I just tell people, don't stop and don't quit. Just keep on keeping on. If I can tell you anything else, take from me to just keep pushing that thing, no matter what it is. If it's embedded in you and you love it, don't stop. So,
don't stop. I love it. I love it. So what is next for you? I've heard you say, as we've been talking today, that you do this and you do that. There's a lot you're involved in. What's next for you? You're a best-selling author now. So what's next? What you got on the horizon?
Well, what's next for me? I think I'm just going to continue to push these 7 streams of income, so that I can become full circle. And, I have an app for my company, and it's Streets of Gold Hair Restoration, so people can download that. That's one stream of income. Okay. I have my sister's working on getting me listed on a lot of the different major insurance companies, so people that are suffering from hair loss can come and I'll be able to accept their medical insurance. So that's a stream of income. Awesome. I have a nonprofit organization that I've just been keeping in good standing, that I've done nothing with. I'm going to start working that thing too, because there's no reason why. I mean, the sky's the limit, so I have different things. So what's next is that I'm just going to work them all and just continue to just change lives and be successful while I do it.
So. Man, I love it, Nia. Look, you speak my language, honey. I love to see people going forward, using the gifts, the skills, the talents that the Lord has placed on the inside of you to be able to bring those 7 streams of income in. Again, I want to make sure, if you are tuning in today, make sure you get you a copy of the Seeds of Hope book, but also check out Nia Taylor, Trichologist, Lee Summit. She has a shop there. She helps people with hair loss and restoration. You can find her on IG, Streaks of Gold, Facebook, Nia Taylor. Her website is streaksofgoldhairrestoration.org. She's got an app that she's got for her business, Streaks of Gold. Listen, this is somebody who's working on 7 streams of income. Connect with this young lady. Yes. She's inspiring us all. Nia, it has been my pleasure. I feel like the time goes so fast. But before we get out of here on today, I always have each author, each person I'm interviewing with, give us one thing, Nia. Give us that last thing before we sign off today. What you want the people to get? What you want to do? What action can they take? Go
with your gut. Go with your gut. That's that third eye. That's all seeing eye. You go with your gut. And if your gut is that intuition. So that's what I want you to do. And don't stop. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. Keep pushing. So yeah, that's the one thing. Go with your gut. That's what I want. All right, go with your gut. Nia Taylor, it has been a pleasure. Make sure you check out Nia Taylor, www.streaksofgoldhairrestoration.org. Check this lady out. And if you haven't
haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit the bell so that anytime we've got a new video coming out, you'll be the first to know. Oh, I love it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It has been a blessing. Nia, me and you gonna meet up again, my dear. We're gonna have to do this again. Love you.
Absolutely. Thank
Wish you much success with Seeds of Hope and with all the hair restoration, girl, you're gonna be doing. Love you. Bless you. All right. Thanks, everybody. Be blessed, and we'll see you next time.
All right.